Hello ladies, I thought I'd do a little video for us to be able to do, or for you to do, while I'm not available. So we'll make a start. This is what I'm going to be making. It's a All and Create stamp, which is this one. I've used this stencil, which is, let me put a white piece behind there. I don't think that makes, nope. It's hexagon shapes. That's them too. I've used this pen, this colour pen I should say. And I've used peacock feathers and seedless preserve and the Versavine Claire Warm Breeze. So we'll make a start. So what card and that you'll need is a DL. Then you will need a background piece, which is 3 3/4 inch by 8 inch. Then you've got your front piece that you will be using your stamp. That is 3 1/2 by 7 3/4. And then I've just got a sheet to do the stamp on again to cut out the extra pieces for the card. So I'll leave that there. So the first thing we're going to do is colour our background piece. To do this, I watched Honeydew, and this is how she did her edges, and I thought, wow, why didn't I think of that? So let's make sure you can see what I'm doing. Yeah. So I'm just using the edge of the ink pad and just see how you go like that. Doesn't matter if it's thick or thin, as long as it's wide enough to cover the space you need for the top piece. So a lot quicker than normal. And then you just get a sponge and you just go round, and that just takes the lining out and, you know, the odd shadows. And last one. And that's that. So if you check with that, this piece, that's perfect. Don't need any more. And it's covered nice. So we'll put that aside. Actually, another thing Honeydew do, as she does each piece, she actually, oh sorry, I'm just getting a wet one. She actually sticks it to the card, so it's you're assembling as you're doing. So I will do that. So I'm just going to stick this piece on. And I'm using my Palau as usual because it's a nice glue. I like it, and we do use it all the time. So I'm going to stick that on there, and you can move it about until you're ready for it. You've got it at the right, which is about right for me. And now I'm just going to get my cloth and wipe it down so I know it's stuck. Make sure I turn the card around the right way then. Right, so now we're going to do the top card, and we're going to do the smudging. So a bit of ink on your board and some water spray. And then with your card, you're just going to dab a bit here and there. It hasn't got to be perfect or all over, because you're going to add another colour as well. Just wiping that off, that bit there. So now I'm going to get my seedless preserve. Oh, I'm going to give this a bit of a dry first, because I can see it's curling, so it is a bit wet. Excuse the noise, ladies. drying it in between does also stop it going muddy. Turn it over and try the back part, because then that dries underneath the ink. Right, that's that. So now we're going to do the pink and some water again. And now we're going to dip, and we're going to try and get it where I haven't got a lot of the blue, so you're defining the two different colours. That looks fabulous. I'm just going to put a little bit more there. That's it. And I'm going to dunk that because it's too dark. So let's get rid of that. Give that to dry off. The back piece as well, back side. Right, so don't worry at this point that that looks, oh my gosh, because we're going to do some stenciling, and then where this is a lot lighter than this, we'll add the colour to that part with our stenciling. So again with the peacock feathers, and I'm just going to put this and what sort of size hexagons I want on there, because you can decide that way where they are. There you go. You see that's brought a lot more colour into that, and I'm going to do this with the slightly bigger ones. That's it, I think. Yep. And then I'm going to just go in with a little bit of the pink, just to tie it together. And I'm going to do a piece of it there, down there. And because I'm putting more colour onto the same colour, it will look darker. There you go, look. And then I'm going to do a piece there, a little bit. And just a little tiny bit there. And I think that will do me. I'm quite happy with that. Let's just clear this ink off on here. Got little bits of sponge with ink on, and if I leave that, that will get onto something, and then it'll be inking. As you can see, my finger, I've managed to get it on there. Let's clean our stencil off as we go. And the other side, that's that. So now I think I'm going to go around the edges a bit, just to give it a bit more definition. And even on the blue, the pink, it will show different. Yes, that's better. That's great. Happy with that now. So now we're going to stamp. I'm using my stamp platform, and I'm using this because it is a large stamp. Just move that out of the way. So I'm going to put this onto two, and there, just to keep it in place. And now I'm going to put it on the top where I want it. I'm going to put that magnet there because it's I'm happy with that there. Just get it stuck to me, my lid, and now I'm going to give it a good ink. Lots of light taps, no pushing into it, just tapping lightly on the top. Give it a good generous piece of ink on there, and then we go over. And now I am going to stand up. I'm giving that a really good press all over, and then I'm going to go over with me weight up and just holding that there a little bit longer to let the ink go in. Hopefully that'll be stamped beautifully, and it is. There you go. Now I'm going to take this one off over there, and I'm going to use our other piece, our spare piece, and again I'll put it at 2 because I know that's right. It's not going to make any difference to this one. And now I'm going to stamp. Don't be too particular on this stamping. There's only a few items on it you need. You don't need the whole lot, so if you put more pressure on what you need, which is this, I keep knocking that, sorry ladies, and the words and the flower, and again just leave the stamp on a bit longer to collect the ink. Let's have a look. There we go, that's perfect. Lovely. I'm just going to get another clean wipe and wipe my stamp. Give it a good rub with that, and then my stamp cleaner. That way, and then I'm going to go that way. And I know that'll be clean enough to put on my sponge. Put that out the way. So we've stamped this piece, and that piece is ready. And we've got the spare piece. Now I've cut this out already so that you haven't got to sit and watch me cut out what I want. So I've cut out that piece and the 3 words grow, bloom and blossom, and the flower. So I've done that. So I'll just pop that aside. Now with my pen, I'm going to go around them with the wedge edge and just go around all the edges, and this will give you a nice finish. It will make it stand out a little bit more. Just the edges. And should be 3 words. This is my 3rd one. There we go. And now around a flower. Don't be frightened to push the petal back so you can get down to the bottom of it. It will all go back in when it's done. You can just manoeuvre it back in. Leave that back there like that. That's it. And again, back there. Nearly done. Nearly done. Oh, I hope you ladies have been okay in your lockdown. I know it's hard. It's not an easy thing to have to do. So now I'm going to stick this to that. And I'm going to use my corral. Oh, I never do this up in between uses. And I always come back the next morning and it's still undone. Today, I've done it up. Make sure we've got the card the right way. And now I'm going to put this roughly whereabouts we want it. Not straight. Okay. Like all good crafters, I end up with a tiny little space to work in. And it seems to be a normal thing to do. And it's nice to know I'm not on my own. So now I'm going to pad up my pieces. Ladies, you notice I have not got no bracelets on. I took them off because they were making such a noise on here. So I've taken them off so you get a better noise, less video recording. I must stop calling it a video because it's they don't call it that anymore, do they? The recording. More for that one. Oh, come on off you. Go in the middle there. And then we want nice. No, I'll glue that, I think. So I'm just going to run my scissors just to bend the petals up a little bit so they're not just straight. And then I'm just going to bend them up at the base like that a little bit. And then my glue. And I'm going to put a bit of that on there. And then I'm going to put this on, but I'm just going to put it slightly skew whiffed to the stamp. Can you see? That's how it should be. But I'm just going to put it skew whiff like that. Just a little bit. That's good. And now I'm going to put that piece there. My grow. And again with this I'm just going to put it slightly away from the word so it looks like there's two, and again that way aside to the word so you've got beginning of that word there. And then the bloom I'm going to put to the side that way, the opposite to grow. So I've got that there. That's good. And now with this I'm going to do a nice big circle around that. I'm going to go up there and fill it in a little bit, and you want a little bit of glue on it, or pin. Here we go, ladies. You know what? That found it. That's good. Oh, and now we're going to put some lovely glitter on, and I've chosen the pink to bring out the pink of the card and put a good dollop on there, and then just tap lightly so it goes into the, get a piece of paper. Take it off, and then we'll get rid of that. Oh, a bit on my board. That will go on my face, you watch. You know what I'm like for glitter on my face. Right, and there's your finished card. I'm happy with that. Well done. I hope you enjoy this video, and I hope to make some more. Thank you very much for listening and watching. Keep safe, everybody.